He's not finished this game yet? I don't think this game's been finished. People are still discovering secrets in it. But no, we haven't. We're nowhere close, in fact. I think. Pretty sure. Alright. Not even close. We seek what's in the shade of truth. Misa Strico. So get cozy. How many red letters do you need? We have 5. According to Alakazam, we're not finding the 8th. So technically 2. Those gun cases or coffins? Can we just take this RPG and blow up the house? Rapuga. Don't bug. There was no bug last time. It was just speculated, but there was no bug. We just picked up the key before we knew what it was for. That's why we're like, where's the key? Mom was packing heat down here. Yeah. Platform 8. Mr. Stricken. Royal Station. Hello, Tiny. You're at power here or something? I don't know. I don't think we ever did anything with that. Oh, God, okay. No, it doesn't need to be that big. Little one again, man. It looks like it, though, indeed. I mean, we might need to power this and take the train somewhere, yeah. We never did, though. Like, remember, we haven't finished the game. That's why we're playing it again. That's why we're aiming to actually finish it. You are here. And you are queer. That fucking music's going hard, dude. What the heck? Okay. We got another sanctum key. I don't think there's anything else here. I don't think. Right, Stricken? Bean. I say, well, like it's a bad thing? Oh, nice. We'd have to watch the way back. Well, let's go use this third sanctum key now. And you're queer? It's not a bad thing at all. Why would you infer that? Hmm? Okay. I don't know if we can solve this one too. Depends which one it is. The mountain. Do I have any mountain news? The passport in the vault is the only other thing I can think about that had something on it. No, that's just the Pentagon one again. That was just somewhere else to get the Pentagon answer. I don't think we can do this one right now. That was the first one. First one. I think this one's gonna have to wait a bit. Boy, my son. Alright, back up we go now to the pump room again. We're gonna drain it completely. The pot one might be it. I mean, you can brute force it for what it's worth. How do you know that? I mean, it could be that one. It could be one of the other 6. But that door's permanently open now, so it's not hard for us to get back down here. You dig? I don't. I'm just talking out my ass. I think that's called a fart. Right, little one? Who's sitting in the middle of the floor staring at me for like the 3rd hour today. Alright, back to the, well, through the locker room. We should drain the rest of the reservoir, which means we gotta fill up the pool. Should we do this? No. This. Did I find the boobies while you were gone? Like, the bird? Is it? Alright, reservoir is empty. There's a bunch of keys and fruit scattered throughout the house. If I remember correctly, we're going to need a lot of keys. Like, more than we can do in one run. With what's down here. Little one. Stop staring at me, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's a ton of chests that each require a key. I think it was like fucking 20 or some shit. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of keys. I think I do too, but I'm going to end up opening all these anyways because some of them had important notes. The sanctum key is in a black box. It's on a green note. Do we know anything about green notes? We might, actually. We know red notes that are handwritten are true. Blue notes are true. Red notes that are typed are false. I don't think we know much about green yet. Why is there no armory here? Where's my armory? Is it not called the armory? No, it's not called the armory. It's the treasure trove. The green memos you find in this room will always be true. I don't think that answers anything. Green memos in white boxes are always lies. This isn't a blue box. That says it's in a black box. We can open black boxes and see. Ah, there it is. So that's true then. So that means green notes not in white boxes are true. Question mark. Green, no. Jesus, this is so big. What the fuck? Green notes not in white boxes equals true? Question mark. A fourth sanctum key. This box contained a sanctum key. Very important note. Green memos in white boxes are lies. We know that to be true, right? Based on the upstairs. Green memos in white boxes are always lies. Green memos in white boxes are lies. Okay, yeah, so that's good. Otherwise, I guess they're true. Pink boxes marked by the sun always contain blue memos. This is true, because it's on blue, apparently. I don't know. Little bean, what do you want from me? Oh, fuck's sake. I only have one key left. The box containing allowance tokens is white. Oh, there's allowance tokens down here too. Fuck. And that should be true because it was from a blue box. My God. So we did open the locker room, which means there's some keys technically around the house. But we only have 25 steps, so we could go to try to scrounge up some keys. Otherwise, we just keep chiseling this every day. Like, this area is still drained. The pump room, and these stay open, so like it's just a matter of coming down here with keys. Let's count how many we need, roughly. 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 more, looks like. 1 second, I gotta deal with animal. Is that a puzzle if you open them all? They all have important notes. Okay. Hopefully that's enough cat petting. So yeah, I mean, I think we could just go upstairs and... Would I count 18? We could look around some of the rooms for... keys. And then just... You know, try to make it a note to... Wait, hold up, we have a sanctum key now. We should go use it. About the rest of the box, though, that's what I'm saying. You know, look for some keys. And if we find a couple more, we can grab them. If not, then it'll be in the subsequent runs. I mean, we opened 5 boxes. There's 18 more. There's, like, you're not gonna have 23 keys ever for the first time going there, unless you know to save that many at a time. And even then, it's really hard to accrue that many keys. Something you do over the course of a few days in game. Oh, why don't you come here? Sanctum key number 4. Numero 4. The hourglass. The hourglass haunts you. We didn't put anything in code check. We opened code check, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll put the, what's it called there? The metal detector. But I didn't end up doing that. Because we lost the metal detector, and then we never found the magnifying glass either, so that is not an option. Okay, Rocket Raccoon, calm down. Rice Rave Raccoon. Oh, Tiny. Let you go. Mr. Rob's awake from his old man nap. So let's see. We open the locker room here. I don't remember what rooms we got after this. This is entirely cut off. Like, that means the keys were dispersed probably in the lower half area here. Thing is, the Great Hall can also technically have keys in it. We do have the lock pick. Didn't work. Oh, this is just bonus stuff right now. Is there a finish in this room? Not that kind of finished yet. There's all the lockers from the locker room. Usually where lockers are in a locker room. Anything here? Any room can have fruit or keys in it. This one had both. That is a key. Not seeing anything in this one. Can we combine anything while we're here? I don't even know that combo already. Don't think so. Also probably not very useful right now. Hi, little one. Ugh, tiny bean. She's like a fucking watchdog, dude. Oh, I got some steps from the bedroom. I'm not seeing any key or fruit in here. In here, maybe? Nada. A billiard room. We gotta account for steps to get back to. There's a key in here. Gotta account for steps to get back as well, though. Gotta keep that in mind if we want to try to use these last X keys that we get. Because X gonna give it to you, chat. He gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you. Not seeing anything here. Parlor. Our shoes procced. That's good. Nothing in here. Nothing here. Oh, yeah, we definitely get this key. Oh, yeah. Forgot about these. Nice. There's 3 more keys. There's an apple here, which is worth 6. Nice. No key, though. We haven't done, what, the cloister, pool, morning room, garage. Gotta be careful of steps. Hopefully we find more fruit. It would be ideal. Not seeing any in here, though. Nothing in here. See a banana. I like bananas. Some would say this shit is bananas. Another banana. That should be enough sustained steps to comfortably get back down to the reservoir. No key, though. I mean, 5 more keys, you know, better than nothing. Then we have another 13 instead of 18. We want to also pop into the Great Hall, see if our key, if our lockpick works on any of the doors, because sometimes there's extra items behind some of the doors in the Great Hall. Little one, what, dude? I can't just, like, play with you all day. Because if I don't make money, you don't get food. How about that? You don't give a fuck. You don't even speak English, you speak Russian. What the fuck? I don't even know if the boiler can have these things in it. You can play with him all day? You mean her? She's a lady? Well, we opened one of them. It had a gem, not very useful. We don't need to hit that. Let's back to the foundation. Damn, that's some pretty unlucky shit. Okay, now I gotta go loop up back to the foundation and go downstairs. And that's that. 5 more chests. And that's the end of this day. I'm gonna come over there, pick you up, and put you down so I can pet you here. You should go play Expedition 33. Or Blueprints 3. We're gonna get all of them, Daymoose, anyways. It did say that the tokens are in a white chest, so let's open the white chests for now. Or Half-Life 3, true, they did announce it. They did announce it indeed. The Sanctum key is in a white box. We know this is false because green notes in white boxes are a lie, as we learned. And we already found the Sanctum key down here, and there's not 2 of them. I did say that, right? The box containing allowance tokens is white. Yes, that came from a blue box. So we're looking for white boxes. We'll open all of these anyways. Goodbye, pork. 516. A prize is in a box marked by this. That's a lie because it's from a white box. Maybe look for the non-wind symbols. A box in the water contains 3 allowance tokens. That's handwritten on red, which means it's true. If it was typed, it would be false. So we're looking for a white sun box in the water. We have 2 keys left, and there's 2 of them, so. Only 1 blue box in the water contains a memo with a true statement. Last key for now. Beautiful. This box contained 3 allowance tokens. Damn, that's 6 extra gold, chat. Wait, we actually got a ton of allowance today. Holy fuck. We were at like 31. We're at 43 now. About to be 49. That's giga. Super giga. 49 gold to start every day now. So we still have, what, 13 boxes to open? I don't think there's any other big prize down here, but I think there's some note hints, maybe for other things. Should move notes into true-false rows. Yeah, could. I don't want to spend the time doing that right now, but could. Do we have a stay here room for the night? Which is basically just clock tower. Actually, I didn't even know clock towers to stay, but we don't either way. We need the planetarium, which we don't have. I returned with food. What kind of food? All right, call it a day. That was a big day. Very big day. That was a huge progression day, actually. Still need the candle stuff. Coat check. I don't really want to put anything in code check. We didn't get a vault for that vault key. Where did we get that vault key from? The lost and found? I guess we could put that in the code check. Can we even get to the code check? We can. Yeah, I could put the vault key there because that came from the lost and found room. Although, I might open the lost and found room more. Maybe there's more progression discs and stuff in there. It says it contains 2 rare items, you know. I don't want to put any regular item in there. I don't know what the game's logic is. Like, if I put the hammer in there, then you literally can't get the hammer anywhere else unless you go back to there. So I don't want to do that. But the vault key from that room, I think, is a good item to go in there. Also, it means we need to draft the code check again, which is also a pain in the ass. But for this kind of item, that's like a little more rare and shit, I'm down. But not like the sledgehammer and regular items. This is basically just a matter now of... now just becomes a matter of... Do you want to collect this item in the Lost and Found, or do you want to collect it in the code check? We're deciding to collect it in the code check. If it procs again in Lost and Found. Check item. Vault key 370. Has been checked. You can retrieve this item any day you have the code check in your house. Okay. So we'll make a note of it so we don't forget. Vault key, what was it, 370? Why is this so fucking... Vault key 370 is in code check. It is true. I think you found that by checking the key card and it locked you for like 4 runs in your original play. Yeah, yeah. With our remaining steps, we'll tire ourselves out by just going in and out of the chapel. For a couple times, looks like. Wait, you can actually keep going between rooms for a bit, even when you're at 0. Cool. That was a huge progression day. Huge. Fat titties. Garden excavation site of tomorrow. Welcome to the world of tomorrow. Huge. Okay. Hi, buddy. Hello, Mr. Tanto. How much money do we start the day with now? Oh, we got the sauna too, so we're at 90 steps again today. 49 gold to start the day, yo. 49 gold. And a package. 2 keys, silver key, and sleeping mask. Nice. Hello, guys. Strange. See what side room we get. Getting the tomb would be poggers, so we can have another shot at the torch. No such luck. We try to make the torch, put it in storage. Sure. Well, we got neither of the items in there, but we did get hammer and shovel, which is always a solid starter. Oh, mi so chiatto. Say what with such disdain? Mi so chiatto? My so cato? He is so cato. Another item in here. Does this count as a hallway? Entrance hall? No. Okay. The workshop. We got the battery. Commissary. Let's do parlor. Get our gems. Assuming we don't fuck this up. Which we would if I listened to Ragu last time for the white box. There are 2 false statements. This is the only true statement. The white box is empty. Let's tackle this. Let's start with the white one. If this is true, that means the other 2 boxes are false. If this is false, that there are 2 false statements, and this is false by default, this makes this true, which cannot happen. All right? So this has to be false. If this is false, and this is true, this has to be true as well, which says the white box is empty. Sorry, if this is true, then this has to be false, this has to be false, and it says the white box is empty, which means the white box has them. Like, this cannot be true.